your girl Sariah back again with another video. As you see by the title today, we're just going to be talking about my experience as a majorette dancer, some do's and don'ts, and some things they don't tell you about being a majorette dancer. If you like this video, make sure to give it a big thumbs up. Comment down below what other types of videos you would like me to do, because I'm going hard for the rest of 2022. And I know y'all have been looking forward to part 2 of that Florida vlog. So I actually lost some of the footage because me switching my iClouds. So once I get able to get back into my old iCloud, I'm able to get all the old footage and post up part 2. So make sure to look out for that. And also go follow my socials, my Instagram at @itsriah, my TikTok and Snapchat at Sariah_Beck. They will be all linked down below. And also I'm starting a new Pinterest, so make sure to go follow my Pinterest at Sariah_Beck. And make sure to go like all my recents and everything. And I'm thinking about doing a giveaway or something. So without further ado, let's just get straight into the video. Okay, so some things they don't tell you about being a majorette dancer. So whenever you first start majorette, like the first couple weeks practices is going to be tough. Like I'm telling you, it's going to be straight just pain. So that's why when you're at home and stuff, you want to try to condition your body, stretch every night, stretch every morning, stretch every night. At least give yourselves at least 10 to 20 minutes to stretch and condition your body, because once you go to practice and you're doing the stuff full out, you're not going to feel it at that then and moment, but when you get home and settle yourself down, you're going to feel it all in your body. So that it puts a lot of wear and tear on your body, I know, but it's something I love the sport. Like, it's dance, and you think about majorette, you don't just only do hip-hop, you do lyrical, you do ballet, you do jazz, so it incorporates all types of dance into that style. It does the technique and everything, and training your body to get it first, like get it going into the environment. It does put a wear and tear on your body, but other than that, once you start getting the hang of it, it becomes more fun. Everything comes smoothly and everything. So it's way more easier to do once you get into the flow and get your body right. Another thing that people don't tell you, it's very expensive, like very expensive. So my last couple months of me doing dance, I paid for everything. So like for my dance team, my monthly fee was like $95, I want to believe. Don't quote me, but it was like somewhere up there. It was like 90, 95 or something. And then also traveling fees and everything, like plane tickets, shoes, clothes, costumes, everything. It was all very expensive. Especially myself as a teenager working a job, trying to pay that all off, and me trying to also engage in all these trips and everything. Like Florida, that was a lot of money because it was Florida, so we gotta pay entrance fee for the competitions, we gotta pay for our costumes, we gotta pay for, we didn't go on a plane this time, but for Vegas we did go on a plane, so we had to pay for our bus, pay a portion for our bus, we had to pay for the portion of the Airbnb, so that was all a lot of money. So that's another thing. So unless you have like your parents paying for it, I don't think myself, if I still did it to this day, and I'm still thinking about going back, but if I don't think, like, to this day, if I like continue doing it, I don't think I'll be able to keep up with the payments, because it was a lot of money. Especially, I think they're going to Tennessee now. Shout out to the Shimmering Divas dance team. I hope y'all do well. Now y'all know y'all are my team. Y'all were my first dance team, and I learned so much from with y'all, especially Coach Diva. She helped me and everything, but I hope it was just a lot. Also, another thing they don't tell you is that it's very, very, very time, like you need a lot of time. Like, I know me the last couple months, me working a job and trying to also go to dance practices, go to dance camps and everything, dance technique classes, it was hard to schedule my work schedule around that, because it was just like, oh, we would like get like messages like late or whatever, talking about, oh, we have a practice or like a camp that weekend. And I was like, I have to tell my boss 2 weeks in advance. So it was like, you have to have, unless a teenager working a job, I know that's is very hard to do. I know that's why a lot of the older kids on the dance team quit, because it was very time consuming, and it was like, we didn't really have a chance to do anything else. It was just mainly dance, and no shade or anything. It's just, it was a lot. Like, a teenager, you want to enjoy like your teenage years, go out, have fun, da da da. We couldn't really do that because like Saturday nights sometimes we would have practice, Sunday nights we would have practice. Practice would extend overnight. No, like not overnight, but practice would extend or whatever. And especially like Friday nights we would have practice for stand battle. It was just a lot of time that was being put into dance, and I felt like I needed time for myself, because I was just mainly focusing on dance. Even though it's a very good sport, like, I'm not putting no what negativity towards the sport. It is a very good athletic sport, and I think you should start it young, because our captain Amiri, she started dance when she was very young, and she is amazing to this day. She is like good. That's why she is our captain. But that's another thing. So it's just very, very time consuming. Like, as a teenager, I feel like it's hard to balance out dance, social life, work, when it's just mainly dance. Another thing they don't tell you, it's not even negative. You do build a lot of close relationships. Like, once you join a dance team, those are your sisters forever. You may get into arguments and everything, and y'all may talk about each other, but y'all are literally family for life. Like, to this day, I can text one of my ex-team members on Instagram or something, and they'll respond, and I can ask them for anything. They'll text me happy birthday, or they'll post my pictures for me, because you grow a sisterhood together. And it's just that it's a good thing to have, especially if like you feel lonely sometimes. So us together, I feel like that put more into a family type relationship with people, and especially everybody on my team knew I had an attitude problem. I kind of got better at it, but it's just you do build, and that's one thing about it. You do build a close sisterhood with everybody on your teams, the dance moms with the team. Like, to this day, Nunu, one of our dancers, I'm close with. Her dance mom is Miss Brandisha. She is a very good dance mom. She was always there. She always helped out, and she's just always there. You build a close connection with your coaches, Coach Diva and Coach Kiara. I built a close connection with them. Like, I would go to Coach Diva house, help her out. It's just you all come together, and it's like you don't feel out of place. And Coach Diva would make sure you don't feel out of place. She made sure everybody feels welcome and everything. That's the one thing I do love. Well, not the one thing, but I do love that about my specific dance team. Now we're moving on to tips I feel like you should know before you do dance. Some tips you should know is make a stretching routine, work on your splits, your left, right, middle split, condition your body, make sure you have good stamina and everything. Make sure you at least have your left, right, and middle split, and make sure your stamina, your core strength and everything is good, because dances are long and powerful, especially if you're working with a good team that's known for energy and power movements, that you have to make sure you meet to their standards to make sure you are put into the dances. Like, you need to have those skills of stamina. Left, right, middle split. You don't necessarily, you should have your pop-up death drop maybe. That's I'm still working on my death drop. I kind of have my low death drop. I don't have my sky drop, but my pop-up, you can ask all my teammates. I was terrible. Even in dance when I first started, I was terrible. You can text my coach Kiera. She will tell you I was terrible because she made fun of me to this day. She will be like, you know how far Sariah has come because she was terrible. You should have at least your pop-up death drop, maybe working on your death drop, but pop-up I know you should have. If not, just that's just another thing with core strength. Have a cartwheel. Just have the basic tumbling. What's another thing? Some other tips you should know is that you need to learn how to be a team player. That's one thing I messed up about because I wasn't really a team player. I like to do stuff solo. And since I was one of the oldest kids on the team, I felt like, I don't necessarily know what I felt, but it was just like I wanted to do stuff by myself. I didn't want any help. I hated judgment, feedback, but they're not even trying to give you negative judgment or feedback. They're just trying to honestly help you out and make you better. And I feel like you just need to be a team player and listen and take accountability and put in the work. Another thing is dance. Even though it is a sport, it's supposed to be something you enjoy. I know I messed up over the years because I never stayed in one sport, and I'm still trying to figure out what sport fits me best. Like, I started off with cheer, then I went to soccer, then I did volleyball for the longest, then I did dance, and then I did flag football. So it's like I've done basically every sport in the book except for like baseball, softball, whatever. But I just feel like once you do dance, like, you'll fall in love with it. Like, just, it's supposed to be fun. It's something you enjoy. Don't try to take the fun out of it. And don't just focus on the bad. Just working on bettering yourself. Now some do's and don'ts. Some do's about when traveling. I know we had it bad, especially with our minis and juniors. Some don'ts, do's and don'ts. Do not. So as a senior, as like an older girl on the team, it was like you were basically the other eyes for the coach. And that was really hard to do because you're also trying to enjoy yourself too while on vacation, basically, on a trip. So do not try to act like you run stuff, because that's one thing that irritates me. If you're talking to younger kids on your team or you're talking to another person, say it with respect. Don't yell at them. Just like let them know, like demand it, but don't demand it in a harsh, oh, I'm your parent, I'm telling you what to do kind of way. Just tell them and then demand it to make sure they know that you're serious and you're listening, that they're listening. You get it. And do not, whenever you go on trips, do not try to bring outfits that like, oh, I'm trying to show out, take Instagram pictures, because half the time, sometimes you're not even going to be in the outfits. Probably being at most 2 or 3 outfits. If you're staying for like a week, probably at most bring 2 or 3 outfits. Because I know when we just went to Florida, I brought a lot of outfits, and I didn't wear half of them. I only posted like 2 pictures, and that was my dress and my jersey pictures. Because I know if sometimes you have camps whenever you go traveling, sometimes you don't really go out and do stuff like that. Especially the only times we'd really go out and do stuff is like after competitions, or sometimes we'd mainly be in the house, especially since we were such a big team. We couldn't really take everybody everywhere, and we had so many minis, so it's not like we could have really did anything. But if you're mainly like a senior, like a older team, like with a lot of like older girls, yeah, bring some outfits, because y'all are probably gonna go somewhere unless y'all are just the weakest for like just camps and competition. Then yes, bring outfits, because your team is more mature and more older. Some dues, I feel like just enjoy the sport. It's an amazing opportunity to have, and it's amazing things to do. I just feel like I need to get back into doing it, so that's why I plan on maybe joining back the team next year once it's my 17th birthday, because it will be my last year able to do it once you turn 18. Then with my dance team, and I just want to enjoy them last moments with them. But also I'm going to be a senior, so I don't know how I am going to time that out. That's the thing, trying to figure out. And I don't know if I still want to work and get money, so if I pay for it. But you know, just enjoy the sport. Make sure you just build a sisterhood with the girls on your team. Just build that connection with people on your team, because in the long run, to this day, I can ask anybody from my team, and they will do it for me. Well, not do it for me, but they will help me out. Just I can go to my coach and I can talk to her about literally anything. I can go to either my coaches, Coach Chris, Coach Diva, Coach Kiera. They'll all be there. But that's basically it. I know this wasn't the usual typical video of me vlogging or anything, but I just felt like I needed to sit down, because you haven't seen me post anything about dance for a minute on my Instagram or anything. But yeah, I did leave the dance team, and I'm thinking about going back, because I do miss the environment around it. But I mean, you grow every day. But if you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a big thumbs up. Comment down below what other type of videos you would like me to do. Comment down below if you made it this far. Comment a pink heart emoji. You know, pink. I'm feeling the pink. And also make sure to subscribe to my channel. Go follow my socials, which will be linked down below. And also a big shout out to Coach Diva and the Shimmering Divas dance team. They are hosting a competition in Fort Worth, Texas, October 29th. And I will link their Instagram down below, and I will put the flyer up here. Make sure to go check them out if you're in Fort Worth, Texas, and go support our fellow dance teams that are all around the United States, and go to the competition, because it's the annual Boo or Buck competition, which is amazing every year. And I think that's about it. But yeah, remember what I said: subscribe, like, comment, check out my Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat, and that's it for this video. I'll catch y'all next time on the next video. Bye.